Hey, it's Brimster and more Oswald time. I'm really enjoying this game. This game is so much fun. Um, as action RPGs go, wow. I'm glad I didn't wait until this game entered 1.0. But I do need to go and... So I need to board the ship. So to Thetima.
Greetings. Take care of
No,
yourself.
no, no. Oh, okay. I need to go back to my stash. So this is a unique ring. Increased health. Minion increased leech rate. So I'm just going to put this in here. And then I'm going to create a new section, which I'm going to call keys. And I'm going to make the color, I don't know, orange. And then in keys, I'm going to create a new tab. And there is a key. So I have my keys here, I've got my sets here, my legendaries here, and I'm going to have to resort more of this, but at least I've got somewhere to put my keys now. This stash organization, it's like, the people who came up with this are gamers. It's so cool.
Gods be with you.
It's you, from the island.
Goodbye.
Okay. Entering Sorethka. Do need to check something apparently. Okay.
How did you enjoy the trip?
Wasn't
Glad
that
to
bad?
hear it. I do not. Though be on guard, you will need to arrange a caravan to Majelka. Unfortunately, no. There are things I need to take care of here. I'd apologize, but I feel like you can handle yourself.
Probably
I
so.
do recommend you seek out the Sapphire Nagasa before you go. Good. Then I'll see you in Majelka.
What can you tell me about Sorethka?
Only as much as I know. It has changed a lot. Soreth Kai is small, but sea transport helps it grow. It's the only place you'll find Sapphire Nagasa other than their temples. Here they have autonomy.
Any idea where I should be looking for the Sapphire Nagasa?
Thankfully, they aren't hard to find. Look for anything big and scaly at the end of the docks.
What are the Nagasa exactly?
They are not that different from you and I, just reptilian. In that sense, they're no more different than Wengari or Osprix. They follow Majasa. Or at least they used to. There's some division amongst their ranks.
Ranks?
They follow a caste system. I only know Sapphire. You would have to ask someone more knowledgeable to hear more.
There you are.
What are you doing out here?
I've been questioning things. My devotion to Lagon. Despite years of telling myself things would get better, they never have.
The gods have been letting us all down of
I
late.
needed a change of scenery. Also, I'd like you to take this. My idol of Lagon. Hopefully it can help someone else.
It's rather
There's a
admirable.
shrine just outside the city. People leave idols there to protect others on their travels.
Seems more than fair. I'll do it. Don't look like you're here with a shipment of copper, are you? Can't say that I am. Someone is supposed to be stopping by with a shipment of copper ingots. Apparently they're new and I was trying to help to get them into a swing of things. I can hardly remember his name, but apparently he's reputable. I've already paid for half the shipment, but the copper I received was absolute terrible.
Farewell.
Stranger, what are your thoughts on the Nagasa? Why do you ask? Never been a fan of them myself. Seem hard to trust. That's racist. They're all like, I'm killing everything that's not human, and some things that are. I'd like to risk me because I think you should know what I mean. Haven't thought about it. And then you've got all those different kinds too. Emerald, ruby, diamond. They're all the same to me. But then you've got the sapphire ones. Don't mind them much. Come to think of it, I only see them around here too. Not sure whether they stay here, but they seem friendly enough.
Gods be with you.
Yes, I'm sure they will.
Can I help you?
New face is always welcome. Still the same one I've always had. Stick up their tails. Great.
Stay safe, traveler.
I've never seen you around here.
Seen you around here, yet I have heard of you.
Good things, I'd hope.
More so that wherever you go, trouble and bodies soon follow.
Yeah, but the bodies despawn.
Would you care to dispute that?
Well, the bodies despawn.
I
Hey, Eric.
appreciate your honesty. I enjoyed the relative peace and quiet we've managed to establish for Surethka. The Osprix have generally left us alone, and knowing your reputation with them, I can't imagine that'll be the case if you stay here long.
The Osprix are no fan of mine, and I'd rather not run into them. Yeah.
Nor am I a fan of theirs. If you head out to the crossroads, you should encounter the staging area for our trade caravans. Talk with them, and they'll take you to Majelka. They'll know who you are.
Appreciate your help.
Yes?
Isn't Surethka gorgeous? I moved here years ago from Themia. I've never regretted it. To think, I first moved here for a girl. Gorgeous thing, but I never panned out. Sorry to hear that. In the end, I couldn't find a reason to leave. The food is great and there's hardly a better place for trading. And I know it's not a popular opinion, but some of those Nagasa are pretty cute too, wouldn't you say? Scales, tails, what's not to like? I'm glad I'm not the only one. It's good we met. Indeed. So she's got a thing for tail.
Yes?
That I am. Well, you're in luck. It's a sight to behold. I'll be out there myself if I didn't have to keep helping my parents out here in Surethka. Are you things okay? Just old. Dad's forgetting who he is. Oh, something to get feeding him. I get it. Large caravans scare off the wildlife. Not sure if they'll have that luxury. Thanks to the tip, I'll be wary.
Stay safe.
Okay, so travel to the crossroads. So from here, okay, to the crossroads it is. Entering the crossroads, turning on the aircon. Because it's still quite warm here. How are you, Eric? Okay, travel to the crossroads. Find the Traveller's Shrine in the crossroads. If I was the Traveller's Shrine, The shrine stands before you. The candles are lit, but it's lacking idols or tribute. Place Halton's idol on the shrine. Return to Halton in Sereska. Okay. What do I get for that? Idle inventory expansion. It says right there. So that should... Let's go do this mage thing. Back to Sereska.
It is done then? Good. It may help someone in need. Someone whose faith still holds strong.
What of your
My
faith?
faith? I wonder, have I been blind to it? Have the gods always been this way? I suppose you're right. Please, take care.
What are you going to do now?
I'm not sure. So much of my life was devoted to Lagon. And now...
Any
no,
ideas?
not yet. And I think that's okay.
Take care of yourself. And now it's saying I get XP. Did you notice that on the map it said that I was going to get... It did say down here I was going to get idle expansion. I didn't get idle expansion. It lied! It would be nice if the game didn't say you were going to get something and then not offer it to you. I'm hoping they fixed that in 1.0.
more ragged!
Okay, Eric.
Hello.
You look rather capable. Would you please hear me out? Might as well. Appreciate it. A few days ago, my partner headed off through the dunes to try and chart a new pathway for our trade route. He hasn't come back. Because that's exactly what Scarbane wanted. They have spots to shake merchants down on the main road. Can't fight back unless they want to end up dead in a ditch somewhere. Hiring protection is only marginally better. They charge such high rates. I worry about breaking even. What should I do if Mariela's chances to survive the week is slim to none? I just want to know what happened. You will receive compensation if you find their remains and deliver what is salvable by an associate in the city.
Stay safe.
I will. I hope.
I suppose dodging Osprix is off the table now.
So what's our plan?
Fortunately, there's another path, but that puts us in Scalebane territory. They're a
Scalebane?
group of glorified bandits, organized, would not like company.
Where are we
There's a
headed?
dried river that heads straight to Majelka. That should get you close to the city. Unfortunately, you'll go alone. There are a few things I need to take care of here. They are bad news. Once, they hated the Nagasa rule and formed a resistance. They eventually became corrupt themselves.
Why the shift?
I am not sure. They started by asking the public to pay for their services. Asking became demanding. Now, they're no better than Nagasa. Citizens are trapped between two evils. I'll figure out how to pay for our journeys forward. They don't come cheap. There's also the issue with the Nagasa. I must declare our arrival. I'm chieftain. It is what I must do. I also want to ask about their traders. If we keep them safe, we can leverage that. Like I said, it is part of being chieftain.
So we've got to cross the desert. So into the dry river and then to the radiant dunes. Cool. Getting a lot more materials. I mean, not a lot, but I'm getting some. Entering the dry river. Look for more signs of the missing merchant. Ew. Merchant's corpse rests in the mud in the dry riverbed covered in strange birds. What could have caused this? The Radiant Dunes. So there is a waypoint here. So, Beastmaster, I think I finish off Porcine Constitution. I do. Okay, I don't know how to open that. I assume I have to go round? poison resistance, health regen, healing effectiveness, strength.
Thank you for the assist there.
Hey, Zarek.
I was in a bind, and you got me out of it. I won't forget it. I
Anytime.
could have gotten out of it at any point. But I was choosing to wait until nightfall to slip out undetected.
Why don't I believe you?
You happened to come by and made that plan irrelevant. Besides, I didn't want to try my chances with so many of them, if I didn't have to.
I don't doubt it, but you're avoiding
Perhaps
my
I'll
question.
tell you along the way. I presume you're headed towards Majelka as well, correct?
Yep.
Well, if you are, I may be able to lend a hand. You're obviously able to handle yourself just fine. But I know my way around the dunes, and I have connections in Majelka.
Cool.
You helped me. Let me return the favor.
Fine, but you're going to tell me more
I
as we
can't
travel.
complain about that offer. You ready to head out then?
I have a Zarek.
The Scalebane were never meant to be common thugs. The Scalebane use these to stage ambushes on people and trader caravans. Makes me sick to see them exploit our people like this.
I think I'm going the wrong way.
They don't deserve these statues. There's nothing to celebrate here. The Nagasa rule over their people and do nothing to help them.
But it was worth coming this way.
The snakes in Sorethka are the only redeemable ones, but not by much.
This is a fun build. Okay, that was a pointless dead end. To Majelka! Hang on. Into the tomb hidden amongst the dunes. I missed that. I mean, it's promising an idle inventory expansion. That's not true. It's also promising a passive point. That's not true either. Hang on, idle slot rewards. So you can never get this central idle slot, but I've seen people with that central idle slot. So how? I obviously get it for completing the campaign? I don't know. Missing merchant and desert treasure. So I missed desert treasure. But there's stuff... I can go back and do that, I suppose. I missed that. There is a waypoint here. There it is. Well, things are finally getting interesting. Are you sticking around to watch? Define interesting. Word is on the street that Scarborough are trying to make some moves. They might have access to merchants who are sick in the grasses hold on the desert. They are provided with some new gear. Why are you telling me this? There was a time when people speaking out against Nagasa would disappear, but I feel that won't be the case for long. Okay.
Farewell.
Too long have we all been bound by the chains of fate. I will shatter them, along with who would seek to bind me. Freedom will be our future. My future. At any cost.
It's the first time they've done that in the campaign. Sorry, been meaning to ask, what brings you into the beloved city of snakes? We need to speak with Majasta and Commissioner Adis. I do whatever business came to do here quickly, then leave Josephat. Things are getting dangerous. What's going on? The Scarbane have decided to drop all pretext of being noble bandits and decided to undergo a hostile takeover instead. They've taken over the slums and lower districts while Nagasa seal themselves away. Oh dear.
Farewell.
Ritolo the trader. Yes, I have. Unfortunately, he was killed.
Farewell.
Start near the oasis. I'm sure you've heard of it. There's all sorts of creatures that way.
Farewell.
Was it just me, or was that speech unusual? I don't know much about their customs, but it is the first time I've heard of their temple being closed.
Who's that on the
was the
balcony?
vessel maiden, Apophis. She aids Majasa with little power of her own. The authority lies with Majasa herself and her diamond matrons. Apophis is a figurehead, and, according to rumors, a sacrifice. As the rumor goes, vessel maidens are sacrificed to rejuvenate Majasa's power. And if that's true, the sacrifices are older than the city itself. It is not my place to speculate. But if the rumors are true...
No one is permitted inside the Temple of Majasa at this time. Could be days, could be years. There's plenty to see and do in Majelka. Scurry along. The temple is closed. Leave. I don't want to see you here again.
Was it just me, or was that speech If we're not able to get inside the temple and speak with Majasa, everything will be for naught. You have a plan. I am not sure if we can trust this friend of yours, but I trust you.
Good thing I rescued Zarek, isn't it?
I overheard your conversation with the cute brunette over there. I might have a mutually beneficial arrangement. Given how you have no real connections here, I do believe I'm your only option. While I obviously appreciate it, I really need your help. Afterward, I'll owe you one. Deal! All right. I want you to help me take over the Scalebane.
Do you want to run the Scalebane?
You've seen what they've been reduced to. They're nothing but common criminals nowadays. They were established to help people. But now all they do is prey on the citizens they were made to protect. They're corrupt. And I intend to fix that. A full rework of what the Scalebanes stand for. Cutting down on crime and establishing ourselves as an organization that will fight for the common people. After that, I'd like to remove the Nagasa from the equation. They've always taken advantage of their people, and I'll do my part to stop that. But that'll come later, after we've given the populace a bit of hope. It's well within your abilities, I assure you. I've established quite the reputation for myself here, and I should be able to insert myself into the role of guild leader with relative ease. But we have to dispose of the current guild leader first. Absolutely. I've got to drop by the temple for a little errand as well, so this works out perfectly. And hey, if you're looking for a little detour before you dispose of the guild leader, let me know. I might have just the thing for you. Fancy a little extra work? It pays. Now you're just trying to be mean. No matter. You'll just have to direct those feelings towards a new target instead, because you're going to be working a bounty job for me. As I'm sure you've gathered, some people around here like the Nagasa, and some hate them. There's one Nagasa in particular that tended to attract more ire than admirers. His name is Arjani, and he's a Ruby Nagasa that serves as a guard captain. Ha! Bring me his head, of course. I'll be around here when the job's done. Let me know if you have any questions.
Okay, well, let's go back to the Radiant Dunes and look for the desert treasure. Because I'm nothing if not me. One of the things that slowed me down a lot the first time I played World of Warcraft was needing to find as much as I could in every zone. First time I leveled, it took me forever. But I had a lot of fun doing it. Oh, I might. I keep saying that, but it's absolutely not true. Back to where the boss is. Why is he still in there?
Thank you for the assist there. I was in a bind, and you got me out of it.
Into the tomb hidden amongst the dunes. This is the way to the entrance. It can't be up here. Looks like that's it, doesn't it? It looks like that's an entrance to something, but it's not something you can click on. So this is the way I came in, I'm sure. So that's the dry river, yep. Back at the chest I found near the start. But it does look like that's an entrance to something, but it's not. At least it's not something I can mouse over or click on. So that better not be it. Wait, what? That's a very big one for the 33% increased physical and poison damage though, isn't it? But I haven't found the entrance to the temple. Sorry, the entrance to the tomb. Okay. Multiple entrances. I must have missed one. There's gold all over the ground. Gold elemental. Gold elemental seem to be guarding an ancient Nagasa relic. Gold everywhere and I'm still poor. The scaling in this is also good. Like, I'm not doing millions of damage where I started off doing tens.
Can I help you? Safe traveler. Can I help you? Safe traveler.
So I've got to find the Majelka Lower District. Now, you would think by the map it would be in this direction, but it's not, is it? It's in this direction. I really need to figure out how to set up a loot filter that is going to show me the items that I should be picking up. But
Will not die here.
I help you?
Ideally trying to walk inside. That's a shame. The members only sort of deal. Might be able to get you a pass for a fee, of course. How much is this going to cost me? 100,000. Didn't even have 100,000. Would anyone pay the 100,000? Surely someone's tried. Getting a few more glyphs. Crit strike chance, minus 30% crit strike multiplier. These legendaries are weird. I don't understand them. I have to admit, I don't understand these legendaries at all. I'm assuming they're supposed to be build defined. Oh, sorry, uniques. They're not legendary, they're unique. And you combine a legendary with an item to make it legendary. If the unique has legendary potential. So it says this was the one of the locations. So this is the location, but when I try and go in, it kicks me out. You're invulnerable. So something's bugged. Not going to be able to do that quest at this time. Oh, my first purple item out in the game. Out in the world. Spell damage.
What brings you here?
Oh my, I can tell by the sparkle in your eye you got something for me. Would you please let me take a look? Fence inspects the relic while you're turning back. Ah yes, my client would definitely be interested in this, but would you be part of it for 5,000 gold?
Farewell.
Probably got lowballed, but... Infiltration continues with great success. The Scarbone is still unaware of the fact that I saw the face of their leader. The only real threat we faced was cast out of the dunes, but will await questioning. The investigation of the rogue who fled to the city remains cold. There are no traces of her beyond the Altari cliffs. Chances of her returning are slim, but we need to be wary regardless. Are there any updates with the Vessel Maiden? It's true that she is delving into forbidden magics. We may need to hasten the ritual if the goddess allows it. So it's now all back in Majelka. To Majelka!
How's my new favorite bounty hunter doing? Do you have good news? I never doubted you, but I'm impressed nonetheless. Tracking
Hey,
Johnny
Oxiron.
down and dispatching them as fast as you did. I couldn't have asked for it to have gone any better.
Actually, right now, I'm not sure. I think I'm doing okay. There's been a lot of stuff that comes up that I don't understand because I'm still learning. I'm still not really getting the itemization, but I'm doing okay. So I'm not too worried about it, and I'll be able to sort it out.
After you're done with your business in the temple, I sure wouldn't mind having you around once the Scalebane are under new management. Plenty of jobs to do around here, and even more once I'm running the show. Haha! You're now looking at the new leader of the Scalebane, thanks to your help. And plenty of my own effort, of course. I may be a thief, and a rogue, and a backstabber, and wanted in every city you've ever heard of.
But
Despite all that, I'm true to my word, especially for a friend. I've already got everything laid out and ready to go. I know exactly how to get us both into the temple, since I need to head there for my own business as well. Win-win, right? All we need to do is go on a little jaunt, then steal a giant eagle, and fly to our destination. Should be easy, right?
oh, fun.
All right. Well, first off, you're going to stop by the oasis. It's a lovely place this time of year, as long as you don't mind hordes of desert beasts who are looking to rip you apart. Once you're done there, you should reach the crystal mine. Not many people go in there and come out breathing, but I'm sure you'll be fine. After that, you'll be awfully close to the Osprix war camp. I'll meet up with you just outside of it. Where else would we be getting a giant eagle? That's the plan.
That's a terrible
come
plan.
on. Where's that fighting spirit? It's going to work. It's not like you've got any other options.
I'm really liking this. There are definitely elements of the game I'm not understanding. There's been a couple of things where I felt the game didn't communicate things well enough to me. There's bits that I'm not getting, but I'm having a lot of fun. And even if I'm making mistakes, I'm having a lot of fun making the mistakes, and I don't feel they're crippling my progress. So it's fine. It's really fine. I'm having a ball. Why do you have a question mark? Oh, because that's the merchant's quest. Search the oasis for signs of the merchants. This is really, really cool. So I definitely don't have my itemization right. And I absolutely know I don't have my itemization right. I don't understand legendaries, that's for certain. Like, every legendary I've seen has seemed to be significantly worse than any yellow I've got. I don't even know why I'm wearing that helmet. Because I have not... I keep looking for helmets and just finding terrible ones. Actually, that's a good point. While I was running my first Echo, I was picking up items but not looking at them. I should look at any helms I got. Like, I got these purple items, but they were not good for me. That's fine. Like, I'm cool with that concept. every legendary I've seen has just been, why would anyone ever wear that? And I suppose it's just they're not good for me. I'm really not getting idols. Well, I am getting idols, but it's fine. I've noticed I've had lots of quests that said they're going to give me idol free space, but they don't give me this last idol spot because they just don't. And it's like, yeah, whatever. I'm hoarding too much stuff, and I know I'm hoarding too much stuff, but I'll clear that out later. Like, that's fine too. I just need to dump them. I have now got a keys one. That's Temporal Sanctum. That's Temporal Sanctum. So I have two Temporal Sanctum keys, and this was the stuff I got. So I didn't get a helmet. So in all of the runs I did not get a helmet. So I need to start paying more attention to helmets. So while I was doing that, I should have paid attention to helmets. I've had terrible luck with helmets. But it's not as if I'm dying. So it's like, it's not as if it's game crippling that I'm not getting something or whatever. So, And even if I have to go back to lower levels where I already am and look for a helmet. Okay. Wand, branch, gloves, cowl. Strength, dodge, and poison raise. So, you know, that's not terrible. I mean, the strength isn't phenomenal. So it's got more armor, it's got fire resistance, and poison resistance. So that's... strength is okay. So what I want to do with that... it's got 22 forging potential. Vitality, that's fine. So if I look at my character, my poison resist could do with improving. So let's... that went poorly. That went terribly badly. That's now bricked. But that's a better item. 41 dodge, 8 vitality, 2 strength. So that's a better helmet. Enter the Spire Hunter Den. Slay the Spire Hunters, because you've always got to slay the Spire. Conquer the Black Sun's timeline quest. No, that's not what I'm doing. I've got to enter the Crystal Mines. Is that what I'm down to? Yeah, that's what I'm down to. Cool. Okay, so am I still doing Porcine Constitution? I am.
Good day, traveler.
Maharan Zabat. Pleasure to meet you. You know me? Of course I do. You helped Zarek take over the Scalba. I did. It's quite forthcoming with stories about you. Why is that? Because I have a job for you. Pay is good and it should be difficult for someone like you. Happy to help. Sounds like a good idea. What do you think? Anything of it?
Farewell.
So into the Crystal Mines. So have you got another way into the house, Chip? Like, do you have a friend or a family member who can come and let you in? It's another stunning shrine. Ah, Grand Theft Eagle. I'm still playing that. These mobs are interesting because they've got some nice, interesting range attacks. The mob diversity and everything is really cool. They've got the balance on this really nicely done.
There you are! I was wondering if you were going to show up. Oh, please. It was to get you prepped for this. Welcome to the war camp. Not just any Great Eagle. We're looking for one named Talon. Well, I'm the only one who calls her that. She's a big, scary bird, so I figured big, scary name, right? She's also rather unruly.
How so?
She dumped me off the first 3 times I tried flying her back when I was selling weapons to the Ospreys. We want her specifically because she and I are familiar, and she'd likely still let me fly her. If we tried to hop on any other Great Eagle, they'd probably rip us to shreds. And I don't know about you, but I like being unshredded. Don't look at me like that. This was years ago when they were far less genocidal. I needed money at the time. How else was I going to stage a coup against the Scalebane? Trust me, had I known they were going to go insane and start a war against everyone, I would have found my money elsewhere. Let's go thin their numbers a bit, shall we?
Ooh, I found 5 gold. Chests really aren't worth it that often, are they?
It ends here.
So that is increased critical strike chance, which is not phenomenal. What is that? Health regen, void resistance, endurance threshold, chance to taunt nearby enemies. What? I don't think so. Maybe if you were playing in a group. Oh, I'm not in bear form. Ooh. That's a hat. Which I... Mage. It's a mage hat! So I'm going to try something here. Yeah, I didn't get much out of it, but oh well. So it was a terrible purple because it only had 2 stats on it, and one of them was intelligence. So, and I'm not using intelligence. So, okay, but I'm starting to get purples, which is good. I can't remember the name of purple. So. They're purples. What is that? That was a siege column.
Ooh, what a workout. That was fun, eh, Traveler? Like you don't. Okay, here's Talon. Well, it's been a few years. If she doesn't remember me, well, we're not in for a good time.
Because birds
Top
have a
of
good
that,
memory.
I never liked heights. Hey, plummeting thousands of feet may be a good time for you, but I prefer to have my own 2 feet on the ground.
I'm a druid. Surely I've got a
Next
bird
up.
form here somewhere.
Try not to fall off. All we got to do is steer Talon towards the temple, and she should take care of the rest for us.
This is insane.
It looks like the Ospreys weren't a fan of us borrowing their bird. Get ready for a fight. We're hit. Grab
What?
onto something.
What is there to... Ah. No.
Well, that wasn't too bad. Be my guest. I'm good right where I am. Thank you. Unfortunately, this is where we part. For now, at least. You have yourself a giant snake to catch, and I have a coup to continue. I'll be headed for the temple's gates and letting in a few hundred of my closest friends. Splitting up is the best way of going about it. I wouldn't be a ton of use to you, and I can move way faster when I'm not worried about you. I look forward to seeing you after your chat with Majasa. You'll be one step closer to your goals, and I'll be about 20 steps closer to my own. Watch yourself out there.
I need to watch Babylon 5 again. I'm loving that these builds are based on builds. They're not based on items that have dropped. So it's not like Diablo 3 where this build is based on a set and you play the set the way that the developers said that you play the class. It's not like Diablo 4 where you have to build a build and then if you don't get the right items the build doesn't work, so you have to play a mediocre build until you get the right items. This is cool. All of my skills just leveled up at once, I think. Okay, so Werebear. Rip and tear, I think. I've got all the territorial. We're now looking at Spriggan form. So it's still creeping underbrush, I think. I don't know where that is. I don't know what I get after that. Okay. Summon Spriggan. It's warding bark at this point. And Fury Leap. Right, this is where And I'll have to find out whether this works or not. Because this is going to do a lot less vines, but I get the entangling roots.
Fighting me is foolish. You dare to stop?
It's possible that they've changed this build so that you need to keep rise. Destroy them. This is the way forward, but I can't go down there. So I can get lots of vines, but it's not guaranteed like it was. So I'm not sure. Is this a better build or isn't it? Well, I don't get as many vines. Crit strike chance, minion damage is good, necrotic resistance is good, apply frailty on hit. I don't lose a lot of armor. That's potentially good. Because the necrotic resistance is good. I lose the health. But I don't... The armor is good. What I really want to do is replace this. But while I could use a rune to potentially remove that, I don't know which way I'm supposed to go. Oh now my necrotic resist is over the top.
You won't see me.
Yeah, while this build may be theoretically more powerful, I don't think I enjoy it anymore. I think I'm going to be building back to the way I was. So when I get these skill points in these back, yeah, I think I'm putting them back into Rise. This may not be the... So it's going to take me ages to get back where I was, and I know it is. yeah, I think I'm not going to go with the build the way it was listed, and I'm going to stick with the build the way I was having fun with it. Which is a shame, because I just unspec'd, and now I need to... spend ages getting back to where I was. I have accelerated until level 16, but I was at 17, so it's like I'm nearly 18, so that was terrible. So I've lost a lot. I made a dumb call.
Submit. Goddess, save me.
Feels like Black Temple.
Sands take you.
Give the Amalgam of Souls a different answer to the quick. Right, return to Majelka, return to Mahan Zabat. Where was return to Mahan Zabat? Too greedy, too deep. That was in the Oasis. But I'm currently in the upper temple. I'm heading to the lower temple now. Great. Working through.
Were you hoping to find Majessa, human? All you will find here is your death.
This is definitely one where I needed... I wish I hadn't respec. Losing power like that for, like, potentially hours of play when you respec. I don't know how I feel about that. It's the Belial fight.
Orvis, aid me! Nothing can stop me! Nothing!
What just happened? Oh, good God, I went into the wrong form. Need to make a note. Just need to bold that.
What do you think you're doing, my pitiful vessel maiden?
I am breaking the cycle. I refuse to be your sacrifice.
Disgraceful. Rage is unbecoming of you, child.
This is not rage. For millennia, the vessel maidens have died so you could live. Now feel the unending abyss of their despair!
What are you doing?
Why don't you show our guest the torment that now fills you?
What's happening? Get out of my mind!
Deckard was my uncle. What just happened? I can't move again.
Be gone. Be gone.
Ow.
Be gone. Foul insect.
Again, I can't move. I'm using force move and it won't.
Foul insect. Be gone. Be gone. No, get out of my mind. Get out.
What? I can't move. I can't move again.
This. So hideous.
What was that?
You think this is over? Orbis showed me the power of despair. And with his power, I will not die. I cannot die.
You feel the epoch. You can feel the epoch's power fading as though we're being drained somehow. What are you doing?
Welcome back, traveler. Took you long enough? Ah, her. She fled using another one of those rifts. You showed up a minute too late. I missed the part where she was my problem. You want to stop her? Stop her! Leave me out of it. She drew its power to make those rifts. A little trick Oribis taught her. From what I can tell, she's clumsy with it. That rift she opened damaged the timeline. You're welcome to try. But with your epoch in the state it's in, you won't get far. Don't even think about chasing Apophis. No telling where or when she is. Give up? That's what I'd do. Ugh, but if you insist, there is a way to restore the epoch. It can't mend the main timeline, but it should still help some of the broken ones in the monolith.
Wow, okay.
Stabilizing timelines will help it heal. No. Yes. If you're really curious, go speak to Agony. She's more patient than I am. Farewell. Hopefully, restoring the epoch won't take long. Maybe just an eternity or two. Stay safe.
Ah, yes?
And this is with the stuff I was doing earlier. Back in session 8, I think it was. So that's the end of the main campaign.
Farewell.
Hang on, I did speak with Agony at the
Ah,
end of time.
yes? Farewell.
So, Oasis Hunt, too greedily, too deep. Return to Maharat Zaban. So that was the end of the campaign. Nifty. But it didn't unlock that central thing, and I've seen people have that unlocked, so I'm very confused.
Farewell.
So too greedily, too deep. Is return to Maharan Zabat, which is where it's not.
Good day, traveler. Farewell.
So the only quest left is the Monolith of Fate. Artem's Offer. Oh, I didn't do Artem's Offer. The only quest left is the Monolith of Fate, which is at... Hang on, what's this? Oh, Ancient Area. The only quest left is the Monolith of Fate at the end of time, which is to speak with Agony. And when I speak with Agony at the end of the time, it doesn't complete.
Ah, yes. Farewell.
Because this isn't where I speak to her. I speak to her at the end of time. So it doesn't actually complete. Unless it's in here. Face the Monolith's challenges. So I never get this? I had heaps of quests that were supposed to unlock this, because I've seen people with it, so this never gets unlocked. So I've seen people with all of this unlocked, and I don't get it. So I will never be able to equip some of the really big idols, because I'll never be able to position correctly, because that won't unlock, and that's the blocker. And it says on my map, you can't see it, but if I move my camera for a second... You see down here, it says item slot rewards 8 out of 8, but when I look at my item slots, I don't have that one which I'm supposed to have. Or it comes from somewhere else. So that's really annoying. I don't know what to do about that. I'll have to look up where the last one comes from. But that'll do for now. That's me having completed the campaign. Yeah, I'll end it there. I'll end this session there, because I really don't know what to do now. I can't go that way. Yeah, I don't know what to do now. I mean, I know what to do here, but I don't know what to do about this. Like, it says I've got a quest here. Interesting end of this part of the campaign. It's leaving it open for the story to be continued, which is cool. Now, there was a necklace that I had here in Keepers. I probably want to swap those out, because now if I look at my character... Oh, I'm still way over with Necrotic. No, my Necrotic now just dropped down. But Poison went over. So Poison is too high. So I want to get a different ring, maybe. Or maybe swap out some of this. Right.
Take care.
I need a better weapon, is what I need. But that's got a bunch of melee damage on it. It's got like 80. And I still don't know how that works, but anyway, that's a thing. I've definitely progressed. I don't fully understand how I've progressed. This is a terrible belt as well. Like, so much of this stuff is bad. Okay, I'm going to call it there. I really regret having spent those taken those points out to follow the guide, because that is kind of the heart of the build, the way I was playing it. So yeah, no. And these quests are basically just to do monoliths. And I don't understand why I don't have this. I did so many quests that said that they would unlock an idle slot while I only had that available, and that's still locked. So, and I did every side quest I came across while running through the main quest. So I don't know. There's this monolith of face the monolith challenges. But I did every quest I could find. The map is kind of hard to move around. And there's all these areas that are still available to be explored, I'm assuming. And there's all these places I've not been, or if I've been to them I didn't fully explore. It was kind of cool. Or I didn't find waypoints and stuff. But I really, really do not know what I missed in order to not have it. And that's really annoying. Oh well. Thank you everyone for watching. I'm going to leave the game. Yeah, that's a bit frustrating. At this point, if I didn't know better, I would assume that never gets unlocked. Have a good one, everyone.